It's called ataxia and affects parts of the nervous system. In some cases, it can make people behave as if they're drunk.
About 10,000 people in Britain have ataxia, but very few people know very much about it, which is why they're trying to raise awareness.
Dave Stubley has to concentrate, step by step. He's lived with ataxia for 20 years. While walking is getting harder, the real challenge is fighting stigma.
You go to the pub with your mates, and I was still walking about then, but I was obviously unsteady. Oh, he's drunk type of thing, you know. So you had to overcome that. I never took it personally. But I know some of them said, no, he's not. No, he's not drunk. It's just the way he is.
Today, Dave Stubley is trying to raise cash for the condition, helping people across the region. How it's treated is still something of a lottery.
That is one of the things that many people with ataxia tell us, is that the support they're getting isn't always ideal, and it might take a very long time to get a diagnosis. And one thing that we're doing to address this is trying to set up specialised ataxia centres.
Kirsty Jones loves clubbing, perfume and her job as a security guard. She started using a wheelchair when her balance got worse, but she hopes people will now see beyond it.
The best advice I was ever given was by my mum, who said, don't be a victim twice, because just because you've got something wrong with you, it's never going to change, so there's no point dwelling on it. And I live by that every day, because being upset about it and crying isn't going to make it go away. So you just need to live your life to the full.
Dave Stubley says that cash is important, but awareness is even more so, especially for those being diagnosed now. Their hope could lie in stem cell research. Emma Ball, BBC Look East, Peterborough.
And if you'd like more information about ataxia, there's a website you can go to. It's ataxia.org.uk.
Now, it's the Great East Swim tomorrow. They'll come from all over Europe, about 1,500 of them, to swim a mile at Alton Water near Ipswich.
Among them will be Steffi Biller. She's one of the world's best open water swimmers. Steffi is German, but now lives in Suffolk. Mike Liggins has been to meet her.
Just something different. Just something different.
This is Steffi Biller at Alton Water with coach and boyfriend Alan Bircher.
Kick for the finish on the inside and you should be able to see the finish anyway. I mean, she'll swim 9 to 10 sessions a week. They'll be ranging between an hour and a half and 2.5 hours. She'll do 3 lots of gym, and that'll include about between 70 and 90 kilometres a week in the pool.
There's not really any money in open water swimming, so you only can win prize money, and that's on like World Cups either, or on races like this where there is prize money.
The Great East Swim isn't just about elite swimmers like Steffi Biller. It's a mass participation event, a party, like the Great North Swim 2 weeks ago.
Can get quite rough, can't it? It's been known to get quite physical. It's like sticking 30 kids in a lane together and saying, right, now we'll swim down the same line. Everyone's going to be battling for that line, and so it's the same outdoors as what it would be if you tried it in the pool.
It's so physical, and everyone is just fighting their way through, and that's why I don't really like anymore about the sport. It's just getting really physical, and that's never like it used to be.
Open water swimming is not for the faint-hearted. You do need to be fit. The Great East Swim is also a highly organised event.
Each mass participation swimmer will have a chip. They'll be chipped in and out of the water, and then also there's kayaks and safety boats always out there.
And for Steffi Biller, this will be her last big event. She plans to take up coaching in Haverhill. After 10 years of open water swimming, it's time to take a well-earned rest. Mike Liggins, BBC Look East at Alton Water.
Good luck to everybody who's taking part.
We'll let you know how they get on. It's been a busy weekend for sport. There's a full football programme along with rugby union and cricket.
And it's the start of the basketball season with a slam-dunking American, I can't believe I even said it, hoping to make his mark in Milton Keynes tonight. James Burridge is there now.
Stuart, Amelia, welcome to Bletchley, and have a look at this guy. Well, sometimes it works. It is live after all. He's Guy Dupuy. He's one of the best slam dunkers on the planet. That's his title. And have a look at this YouTube footage, because this is what he's so well known for. He jumps over cars, he jumps over people, he's jumped over motorbikes. You name it, he's jumped it. And he's been signed by the MK Lions ahead of their match, their first match, tip-off at 7:30 against Worcester. And Vince is the man who is in charge of him. Vince, you snapped him up, and it's a good snapping up by the looks of things.
Absolutely. Guy is a phenomenal athlete. We're really pleased here at Milton Keynes to have him. He wants to be a professional basketball player. We've got a great professional basketball team here. I think Guy is going to fit in here perfectly. Basketball's
a sport which really needs icons, doesn't it? And there are a lot of youngsters here tonight who are going to look at him and think, I want to be like him. Absolutely. You've seen the YouTube hits. 8 million people have been on there. He's such an icon for the young guys who see how athletic he is, playing on the big stage. They want to be just like him. And he's like a number of players that you've got here trying to make their way across Europe, signing for different clubs. What does he have to do to be a regular starter? He's working very hard, which is something that you always have to do, but he's learning the game. He's still only 21 years old, and I think he has a great future ahead of him. Well, let's have a word with the man himself. Guy, tell us a bit more about you. Why have you decided to come to Milton Keynes?
Because I wanted to play basketball professionally, like tired to dunk. Like I used to play before, but nothing important. Milton Keynes is like the team that I came here for the tryout, and I really like the team, like really cool, good coach, and I like work hard, and they work hard. So I think. Go on, do us one more. Go and do us one more quickly. Go and do another slam dunk for us. Go and do us one more slam dunk. As we have a quick chat with Vince, just show us how it's done, and we'll have a go with this. Off we go, Vince. Let's go for it. Let's have a go here. Go on, off you go. Off we go. This, I can guarantee, well, I won't put my mortgage on it, but let's have a go. You see, it can be done. It can be done. I keep telling you it can be done. Vince, thanks very much indeed. Let's look ahead of all the other sport around the region, of course. A big game for Ipswich, and it's on the BBC. BBC 2 tomorrow at 5:15 against Newcastle United. Let's see if Ipswich can win that first game. Elsewhere, of course, in the Championship, in League One, Norwich are at Gillingham. Southend go to Oldham, Colchester at Tranmere, and a big game for the MK Dons. They take on Leeds United just down the road at Stadium MK.
Any team that we play against, doesn't matter who it is, and we're playing with a lot of confidence. You know, we're playing well against Wickham because we've been 4-0 up at half-time. We showed against Norwich, second half, that we can tear teams apart, don't care who they are. And the same with Leeds. You know, we go in there with bags of confidence and, you know, believing that we can get 3 points.
Northampton Town face an interesting trip to Shrewsbury in League 2. In the Guinness Premiership, Northampton take on Leeds. And don't forget to Bedford either. They've got a top-of-the-table clash against Bristol in the Championship. And, of course, all the action on your BBC local radio station. The goals, of course, can be seen after Match of the Day and on Look East on Sunday night. Finally, from me, cricket, of course. Northamptonshire have done all they can to try and win promotion from Division 2. They thrashed Leicestershire, and they've got a real chance of promotion. It depends on Essex tomorrow, though, Stuart and Amelia. If Essex win, they go up.
James, thank you very much indeed. The weather for the weekend.
Yeah, it's looking good again, if you like. Sunshine and dry conditions. But first of all, some beautiful pictures from Castle Park in Colchester. The bandstand bathed in September sunshine. Now, if, like me, you have a bit of a soft spot for these nostalgic buildings, there's actually, oh, what a cutie, there's actually a bandstand marathon this weekend. It's on Saturday and Sunday. Most of the events are actually on the Sunday afternoon at around 2 o'clock, and if you want more details, hopefully we can show you the website, the Bandstand Marathon website. There we go. You can find lots more information about where those bandstand events are taking place. There are going to be brass bands, as I said, playing across the region. So there it is, bandstandmarathon.org.uk. Now, this is the latest satellite picture. Most of us don't have an awful lot of cloud over us. Tonight, well, areas of cloud will come across, moving through, but for most of us, it will be a dry night with some lengthy clear spells, and temperatures, well, they could drop as low as about 7 or 8 degrees Celsius with hardly any wind at all. Now, it's a very familiar area of high pressure with us tomorrow, and that means yet another dry day, very similar to today. We will have areas of cloud, but some decent sunny spells too, and temperatures around 19 or 20 Celsius. In fact, we might see an odd 21 here and there, which would just take us into the 70s Fahrenheit. Hardly any wind at all again tomorrow, very light and variable, perhaps a very gentle onshore breeze developing around the coast. And I'm sorry about my voice, but it doesn't really matter if it peters out altogether by the end of this, because there it is, more of the same, perhaps a bit more cloud on Wednesday, and the overnight lows coming back into double figures by the middle of next week.
Dear,
I'd care.
just got there. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.